Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles, a great millstone. Salutation to you, Archiums, pushing this word in sincerity and truth. This is your brother Yassad back at you with another lesson to define. To the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Well, this video here would be going into the Bible's prophecy are being made clear and known, right? Because I was just looking up upon some articles, news, because that is how we are literally being in the spirit of being a watchman of the Lord. You have to continuously watching brothers' videos, the elders and apostles' videos, news, articles, and to be in tune to what is taking place around the world, because we in the spirit to be as the scriptures say, the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. So we had to be out watching. And I was just reading down this here and something drew my eye. So I said one time I would make a video in it. So I'll just read until the point and then I'll start off the video, right? So without further ado, let's begin. It's an unfolding prophecy in Middle East. Spurs Russian doomsday prepping. Right? The latest shocking development in the Middle East are prompting many who fear what comes next to top of their prepping stockpile, as well as start their prepping stockpile for the ones who have not yet done so already and still feel the need. So that they just prepping for the disaster to come, the war to come, right? Because it's obvious when war and things get so drastic, um, they're gonna be buying up canned foods and water and even tents, because you're seeing what's going on right now with the war in Israel. People homes have been blown up, real catastrophes. Excuse me. you know so people being prepared, right? Preparing themselves, prepping themselves for them times. It's a many without the blessed hope are afraid of the next chapter in human history, and rightfully so, based on how the Bible describes it for the group that ends up going through it, right? Because hey, and that's to show you the Bible can never be excluded. They always had to include the Bible because it is prophecy which is about to come, right? Which the that is why the scriptures say in Isaiah. I must see if I got that precept. Isaiah, no, Ecclesiastes 12. No, not this precept I'm looking for. Meat. Bear with me. Right. Isaiah 34:16. It says, seek ye out of the book of the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, and read. So that book of the Lord is the Bible. No one of these shall fail. So these prophecies, they're not gonna fail. The scripture say, and the Lord will cause the proverb to cease. Right? It says, none shall want her mate. So no other book is being able to mate with the Bible, because the Bible is full of prophecies, right? Things that would happen, right? For happen in the future. It says, for my mouth it had commanded, and his spirit it had gathered them. So this is the reason why the Bible could never be excluded. It say, I'll read it back. So and rightfully so, based on how the Bible describes it for the group that ends up going through it. As such, prepping companies are seen a boon of both new customers and all making fresh purchases for things like water filtration system, long-term shelf-stable food, utility supplies like rope and tools, medicines, and weapons. Because everybody preparing because they're expecting something, right? Everybody preparing up themselves because hey, they're expecting something because things, and that's it. The scripture says evil is coming, the end is coming to watch it for thee, right? So people are not thinking about a better tomorrow. The Christian church and these deceivers, they speak of a better tomorrow, but here it is people preparing for the worst, right? It says, this renewed interest in self-reliance goes back to our survival mode because people know something event is gonna take place where it's gonna affect, human basic living, the society that they live in now. Soon that is all about to change. World War III is coming. As the Wall Street Journal called it in a recent expose about the sudden prepping surge, comes as the world is forced to grapple with not only the explosive situation in the Middle East, but also the fast approaching cliff of the globalist economies, of which the United States is just one among them. Right? And listen this carefully. This is the point we're getting at. It say, so they mention the United States. It say the Bible calls it Mystery Babylon. That hidden system of government that some people call a deep state is about to be brought to ashes in just 1 hour, at which point it will likely be every man for himself. Many people can now see the approaching cliff with their own eyes and are stockpiling in response. Yeah, so I mean, so hey, that is why I named this, Bible prophecies are being made clear and known, right? Because hey, that to show you the word is going out. We to get the understanding that, the mystery Babylon the Great, these things being America, the unwalled city. So that is it, the scriptures say, and the word of the Lord went out. Had they not heard, they surely had. That is Romans 10. Remember that precept? The book of Romans chapter 10 and 18. It say, but I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world. Yeah. So hey, this through the prophets of the Lord, the wicked being exposed, his empire, just as how Bozrah was the capital city of Edom, America, the US. That is the capital city of the Edomites, and it's really gonna be destroyed in 1 hour. And hey, these people are prepping because they know, they actually believe that these prophecies would come to pass. That these prophecies would actually come to pass, right? So they prepping themselves for that catastrophe, right? So I'll bring out this precept here. Hosea 12 and chapter 10, right? Hosea 12 and 10. It says, I have also spoken by the prophets, and have multiplied visions, and used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets, right? So these similitudes and these mysteries, right, which was spoken by the prophets, and now, through the true men of the Lord are being the interpretation of it is given out. So in this time now, we would be able to have the understanding of who the mystery Babylon is referring to, through history, through context and prophecy, right? Um, there's another precept here, Jeremiah 28. Because they not new under the sun, the spirit of the prophets are subject unto the prophets. Jeremiah 28 and it says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. And that is what going on in this time. So the people are being warned. You literally seen it, because how they could come out and just understand, hey, the United States, they speak about mystery Babylon, it being destroyed in 1 hour, because the word going out, everybody hearing, everybody, the Lord's word is entering into the ears of everyone. It's saying the gospel shall be preached unto all nations. Because our people are scattered amongst the heathens, right? And then too, as far witness, I'm gonna get the book of Colossians 1 and 8. No, 1 and right. Colossians 1:26, it says, even the mystery which had been hid from ages and from generation, but now is made manifest to his saints. So that is why you know that the men of the Lord are here, upon the face of the earth, because the mysteries are being revealed, and these men going out and teaching, preaching out there. Wisdom cried without she uttered her voices in the streets. So yes, Babylon the Great will be destroyed. Let me get Nahum, because ain't nothing new under the sun, just as in Nineveh, the burden of Nineveh. Let's see here. They being that bloody city in that time, not new under the sun. America is that bloody city, which full of lies and robbery in this time. Because how was America established? How was all these states? How America has spread out her wings so wide, establishing all these lands. Habakkuk 2. I'm gonna bring it out. Habakkuk chapter 2. Right. Let's see 2 and 5. It say also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither he keep it at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. So how he did that? Through the sword, right? Through the sword. The Native Americans, right? The Gadites, the Reubenites, they killed them for their lands, because this is their nature, this is Esau Edom's nature. Micah 2. Right, it said 2 and 2, it said, and they covered fields and take them by violence. That's why America, Babylon, the great mystery Babylon, is that bloody city in this time. They have a lot of blood upon their hands, the covered field and take them by violence, all who did not want to submit and give up the lands, the brought mass slaughter unto them. Look in Afghanistan, and they always continuously making war and intervening in wars. Look, Babylon, the scripture says she need to keep it at home. She in the affairs in in Taiwan. Babylon the Great, she in the affairs in Ukraine. Now she in the affairs in Israel, the Israelis and them. Say the scripture says she do keep at home. They'd say and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house and even a man and his heritage. So the people start begin to see you for who you are. That's why just as Nineveh is exposed, you know, this bloody city is being exposed. Verse 2. I'll read it back 3 and 1. Go to the bloody city, it is full of lies and robbery. The pretty part not. The noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots. The horse lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain, a great number of carcasses, and there is none, and of their corpse they stumble upon their corpse, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot. Babylon the Great is a whore, the harlot, the mysteries of witchcraft. That is why everyone, looks towards that lifestyle of Babylon the Great, because she sends out a lot of philosophies and doctrine out there, all I just say is a part of witchcraft that selleth nations through a whoredom and families through a witchcraft. It said, behold, I am against thee, said the Lord, and I will discover thy skirts. And that is what is actually taking place right now. That's why, they could say in this article, the United States, call in the Bible in mystery Babylon. You're gonna be destroyed in 1 hour. Right? Let's say, I will discover thy skirts upon thy face. I will shew the nation thy wickedness, thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock. Because right now, just as Nineveh was destroyed, Babylon the Great is heading for that drastic fall, right? Because right now all these nations, Babylon the Great is laden in thickly in depths, 33 trillion, I think, and rising. And yet after in all these depths, they going out and they aiding billions of dollars in war for other nations. Babylon the Great is destroyed, man. The BRICS alliance, they already dumping the US dollars, the members. So Babylon the Great is just a matter of time. The people already being prepared for your downfall. The Lord's word going out, it not returning void unto him. Right? As it's in Revelation 18:17. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the companies in the ship and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of a burning, saying, what is like unto this great city? Because everybody is going to be out in all destruction, right? 18 and 10. It say, verse 9, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. And basically, a lot of these nations benefited off of Babylon, China, Russia, all these many nations, right now, they being a support unto the Israelis, to Taiwan, to Ukraine. These nations is gonna bewail for her when she's destroyed, And there's NATO, the EU that is comprised, being the America, the US being a guard, a help unto them, when Babylon the Great is about to be, when it is destroyed, they gonna lament for her, but in 1 hour is her destruction gonna come. Verse 10, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, the mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. Yapa. Revelation 11 and 14. Right? 14. It said the second war is past, and behold, the third war cometh quickly. World War III. And that is where they're prepping for. Buying up the tents, the ropes, medicine, weapons, all these things, because they're expecting something to happen. Right? And they would always reflect upon the Bible, because the word of the Lord is surely, gonna come to pass. And right now, the Lord is actually through the prophets, bringing down this kingdom, as it says in 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8, through the Spirit of His mouth. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, which are the prophets. As I bring out the Hosea 12 and 10, it say, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. 2 Corinthians 10 and 4. And that is why you literally see they extensify the algorithms, because of this word being pushed out. Because these words are Yahweh that we speak, listen what they are. 2 Corinthians 10 and 4, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imagination and every high thing, Babylon being exalted high, in her pride right now. It said that exalted itself against the knowledge of Yahweh, and bring it into captivity every thought to the obedience of a Mashiach. So this same word is uplifting Babylon's skirt, through the men of the Lord. Well, hopefully this lesson was edifying. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Salutation to you, Archeons, pushing this word in sincerity and truth. All honor and all glory, all praises belong unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Until the next one, Shalom.